Welcome back to Ultimate Combat Radio, broadcasting live from the Inferno Cantina in downtown Salt Lake City on Pierpont Avenue. Stop by and say hi. In fact, if you come down, the weigh-ins are going on right now for the big WCFC event tomorrow. I'm sure we could score you a couple tickets to the show if you stop in and say hello. This segment is brought to you by Aztec Highway. Get it your way at the highway, WDFA. Now, we do have a poll question, Robertina, and so if one were to want to call in about the poll question, how would they go out and do that?
The number is 45 or 670-1280, or you can answer it on Facebook, facebook.com/ultimatecombat
Now,
radio.
last week, somebody answered on Facebook, and nobody even
We
saw
acknowledged.
it. No, you didn't. I was
We
watching.
read it. Okay, anyways, this week's poll question is, what dream matchup would you like to see in UFC's final show of the year?
The end of the year, they always save the final New Year's Eve event. They try to throw at least 2 or 3 main event caliber fights on that show. So what would you like to see? I know we've been talking about perhaps John Jones and Dan Henderson is something we would like to see. But what would you like to see in that event? Now, speaking of main event caliber fighters, Dwayne Bang Ludwig is on the show. Bang, how you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Now, to be absolutely clear, I interviewed you a few years ago, quite a while ago, actually, and I called you The Bang. It's Bang, right?
Yeah.
where does Bang come from? Give us a little background on that nickname.
Well, it just rolls with my first name and kind of explains my fighting style.
That's pretty simple.
It's easy enough.
Okay. Bang, you're coming off a big win over Amir Sadal in last weekend's UFC Live. How big was that win for you?
Every win's a big win for me. I don't really look too much beyond every little thing, but just a win in general is just good for me because in the UFC, that's always great. And I know Amir was up there and everybody was on his side. He was the favorite. I think I was a 3-1 underdog. That just shows that the bookkeepers aren't doing their homework. But, it's just having fun, and I don't look too much into things, man. It is a big win, of course, but I just fight for my own self-development and to have some fun.
From the fans' perspective, I mean, I'm a fan of yours. It was big for us, man. We were pulling for you. It was a tough 3-rounder. What would you say was the difference in the fight? Why do you think you prevailed?
I just have a better countering speed and power, so I was able to look for the openings, and it worked out. I like I said in the interview, I've been doing this since I was 15, and there's just some holes and openings that I see. I just kind of they're just there, just things that I drill. Again and again, and it's not really a thought for me, but just a reaction, and that's how, you need to be, because if you're thinking in a fight, it takes too long. You just have to react and just flow with it, man.
You kind of answered my next question already. So you had a bit of a skid at the first of 2010. You lost 2 in a row. You took a little time off and came back with a big win last November, and you followed up with Saturday's big showing. What do you think is the difference between then and now?
I'm fighting at 170. I'm not fighting the scale anymore. I'm fighting my opponents, and I'm getting better every day as an athlete in the gym rather than just sweating and burning calories. So it has been a mental release for me to fight at 70 because the last 2-3 years I've been walking around 190, 195. So for me to make 155, man, my battle has always been the scale. And, now, like I said, I can just go ahead into the gym and work on getting better as a mixed martial artist and just not worry about how many calories I burned or how much sweat I've lost. So that has been the major difference for sure. It's me going up to 170. I guess I'm still dropping to 170, but it's just not dropping as low as lightweight. So that's been the major factor for me.
Well, that was my next question, so we'll cross that one right off the list. So 170 is where you want to be, and that's where you plan on staying?
Yeah, everybody's trying to drop a weight class to get that edge or whatever, man. I'm the guy moving up because that's easier for me. And I've been fighting at 55 for so long since so I've been cutting to 55 since 2002. It's always been rough. So it's about time that I make the jump, and I feel good, man. I'm able to lift weights now, and I'm getting stronger. And the man, just like I said though, it's just such a mental release, man. I can enjoy my day. I can enjoy meals. I can enjoy time with my family. We go out and eat, and it's such a release. When I'm in the gym is when I'm training, and not when I'm home worrying about, man, how much weight am I going to gain if I eat that grape? Now I eat what I want. I still eat clean, but I eat what I want and I have fun, man. I'm definitely enjoying my time now.
life in general, as a general rule, is much, much better now. So now, you had a stellar kickboxing career. Now you're obviously fighting at the top levels in MMA. Which do you prefer, and where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
I prefer MMA for a couple aspects. Obviously, the money's better, the exposure's better. There's more aspects to it. So in order for the male mind to keep evolving and having fun, you have to learn things. So always reinventing the wheel a little bit with the jiu-jitsu and the wrestling. This is all, I've been rolling in wrestling for 10 years, but, now I'm taking it serious, and now I'm understanding it and learning it and getting better at it. And I am not going into the gym to learn how to defend a takedown or to defend submissions, but I'm stepping into that gym now to take people down, to submit them, and to actually jump in head first and learn each actual art from the ground up rather than just the defense. So, man, it's just such a different mindset for me now. And to see myself in 5 years, is having a good stable of fighters in my gym and just continuing to train, because I love teaching, I love training, I love my life, and everything's good for me right now, man. And I just want to stay healthy, train smart, fight smart, and just keep doing what I do. I don't really do it, for the money, but obviously we need money. But it's just, man, it's about self-development for me and sharing the knowledge and continually learning and just having fun, man.
Good stuff. All right, well, the 170-pound division, it's stacked. I mean, there's just a ton of talent in there. Where do you feel you fit into that puzzle, and do you see yourself fighting for a title in any time in the near future?
I'm not really going for the title or putting any, kind of preconceived notions on me, or I'm just having fun, one fight at a time and just living the day, man. I just want to have just good, solid fights, and I don't really care where I'm at in the rankings. I'm not too focused on, where I rank in someone's, imaginary ladder. I don't really care about that, because those aren't always right, because I'm obviously look at the last fight in the sports book, having me at 3-1 underdog. So I'm not out here trying to learn and bust my ass, bust my butt to try to be on someone's radar. I'm just here having fun and doing what I love to do, and that's train and teach.
That's cool, man. So you and your wife just had a second child.
Hey, everything I do is cool.
That's what I hear, man. It's banging. Now, some of these youngsters, they don't have the responsibility that a family man has. In fact, they oftentimes get caught up in the BS that goes along with the little fame that comes away. How do you feel being a family man? Does that benefited you, or do you think being a responsible guy, does that hinder your training? Or how does that fit into your whole fight career?
Well, I don't know. I don't really, I've never been the guy who goes out and parties and hops out with different girls. I've been with my wife and the same girl for 15 years, so I've always found a straight and narrow path, and nothing really changes for me. Of course, I have 2 kids now and some responsibilities, but I have everything laid out and it works out well. I know how to delegate things and put people in the right spot to handle certain things. But man, my wife helps me out a lot, because she takes care of the kids and she takes care of the home when I'm gone or after train. And, if it wasn't for her, I couldn't do what I do. But it's easy, man. And even with my schedule now, I train 2-3 times a day. But there's definitely a lot of time in between my training sessions to spend time with my family, and that's what I enjoy most. And going to the gym, busting my butt, getting better, and then coming back, eating a good meal, spending time with my family, going back to the gym. I mean, that's just the best for me.
Speaking of your gym, you recently opened your own training center. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, 303 Training Center. There's nothing special about it, but me and my training, my coaching staff, we just sharing the knowledge, man, just having some fun. A couple years ago, I was always on the fence whether I'm going to, fight and then become, stay as an electrician or open my own gym. And I know too much not to teach, and I see some coaches out there, and they're idiots, man. They don't know what the hell they're doing. And I feel like I'm a good coach, and I just know too much not to teach. Plus also, people look up to me from what I've done, so I'm able to change people's lives. And even if I'm not looking to just be like a fighter gym, but to help everybody, the guy who's going to lose weight and the guy who just wants to get better as martial artist and share the knowledge, that's what does it for me, man.
Very nice. Aside from this interview, what is the most memorable moment in your career?
I guess it'd be winning Well, the 2 world titles that I got, beating Jen Pulver just because of who he was at the time, the #1 fighter in the world at the time, and just the way the fight went down. And then winning the ISK light middleweight world title, the Muay Thai title, that was special to me as well. So I guess the 2 world titles, those would rank up in my book.
Right on. Now we're kind of geeks around here. We ask this question of all our guests. If you had a superhero power, what would it be?
It would be the heal people.
Okay, there you go, man. All right, what's next for Bang? What can we expect out of you in the future?
Just a little rest, just tell my family, get back in the gym, get that. We'll get back into my gym, teaching and stuff, and try to play the coaching role a little bit and help my guys out. There's some fights tomorrow night here in Colorado. I'm gonna corner one of my buddies, Tyler Toner. It's just time to switch gears and become a coach again, and just help people. And then about a month or so from now, I'll get back in the gym for my own reasons and start training again. And just see what UFC has in store for me. I don't know. They haven't called yet or anything. I don't want them to call. I want to enjoy the time off and have some fun. And so that's pretty much it, man. But I hope to get one more fight in this year, and then enjoy Christmas.
Right on. Okay, so you have any sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Boss Ruin, he's sponsored me with the O2 trainer. I got Affliction Clothing, GLC 2000. Please go on my website, DwayneBang.com. There's my list of sponsors there. Ammo to Go, Daniel Defense, Brothers Barbecue. I got a ton of sponsors, man. Thank you guys for having me on as well. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know them all. Revs Gear, I know Revs Gear sponsored me as well for last fight. Shop Doctor, the mouthpieces and cups. Those guys have been sponsoring me for a while. Thank you guys, thank the fans for supporting me.
Awesome, very good stuff, man. In fact, it's nice to be so loved. And if you want to know more about Dwayne, what's your website, Dwayne?
DwayneBang.com.
Perfect, man. Thank you so much for joining us on the program, and best of luck for you in your career.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, good stuff there, man.
Have a good one.
UFC's Dwayne Bang Ludwig, man. I've wanted to talk to that guy for a long time. It's been a while since we've seen him. He fought out here in 2000, and it's been a long time since he's been out in this direction. But we're going to have the Colbert Report, and we're going to talk a little national MMA news when we come back.